There are 4 essential pillars to having great energy in your life and in your work. If you're trying to be more productive, get more things done, be efficient, but also have greater levels of well-being, there's no point in applying tools and strategies such as the Pomodoro, your most important task, or time slotting, all the different tools I talk about, if you have low levels of energy. The reason is really simple. If your energy is low, your brain isn't functioning at its best, and therefore it doesn't matter what tool and strategy you're applying, you won't be able to give it your ultimate best. So let's go through the 4 different pillars. The first one is sleep. Sleep is so important for your health, for your mental well-being, for your physical well-being. It helps you to regenerate your memory, to process information, and it also gives you that extra level of attention during the day. Just compare between a day where you've had very poor sleep and another day where you've slept really well. Notice how this impacts your work, your energy, your attention, your efficiency, even your mood. It's pretty clear and obvious that sleep is a fundamental pillar. And also, it's not just about the amount of sleep, but about the quality. In a separate video piece, I will be sharing information on how you can improve your sleep. But for now, just check in with yourself. How are you doing? Could you improve maybe your sleep patterns? Or are you doing really great and this is a pillar that you already have maintained at a high level? The second pillar is nutrition. Depending on what you eat, this drastically affects your concentration, your productivity during the day. You might have noticed, for instance, that if you have a heavy lunch, it's a lot harder for you to concentrate in the afternoon. Or maybe if you binge eat cakes in the morning, then it's harder for you to focus effectively. There are lots of different elements on nutrition. There's the sugar aspect, but are you getting enough? Maybe you're not eating enough, you're jumping and skipping meals, or are you eating too much? And the quality. So you want to have a look at everything in your nutrition. Maybe stop drinking alcohol during the week. This is something a client of mine did recently, and that has had a huge beneficial effect on his sleep and thus his productivity the next day. So again, it's a moment of checking in with yourself. How are you doing on the nutrition scale? On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you place yourself on the nutrition? What are things you'd like to improve? Again, in another separate piece of content, I'll be sharing tools and tips and strategies to improve your nutrition. The third pillar, and this is no surprise, is exercise. And this is a positive cycle, which means that if you're sleeping better and if you're eating better, it's easier for you to have an exercise routine. This not only increases your level of energy and focus throughout the day tremendously, it also helps you sleep, it improves your mood, great for your immune system. It's one of the keystone habits that makes everything else fall into place. So if you're not exercising, just check, what is it you could do every day that's easy? Could it be going on a 20-minute walk from time to time? Could it be doing a class that you like, maybe following something online that you enjoy? Just trying to find something easy to just have a bit more movement in your life. It's not all about going to the gym for 2 hours a day. It's more about constantly being in movement. And this has a huge impact on how you work during the day. And the last pillar, last but not least, is mental rest. And by mental rest, I mean the time you take to disconnect. This is both breaks during the day, but also maybe a meditation practice in the morning or in the afternoon. And the reason why this is so important is because our attention is like a battery. And if we're constantly working and we don't take any breaks and we don't have a meditation practice, then the attention gets depleted and we're functioning at a very basic level. We're not really optimizing our level of attention and focus. So you want to look at, could you take some more breaks during the day? And could you maybe have brief meditation practice in the morning, 5 minutes here and there. There are lots of great apps out there. Look at these 4 pillars and do a brief audit for yourself. How are you doing in each one of them? What is it you could tweak, improve, maybe reduce? This is one of the best ways you can be more productive, more focused, and have greater well-being. It's not all about tools, tips and tricks. Sometimes it's about going back to the basics, going back to these 4 pillars. Please leave a comment. Let me know what it is you got out of this video. What are you going to implement? And subscribe to the channel if you want more information and more of these tips coming up. Thank you.